Hi everyone, it's Alex with Holistic Movement Pilates. Today I have an upper body and a lower body workout for you on your reformer using the box and using weights for a prop today. Weights, I would grab more like a medium set. We're going to use them for bicep curls, a little bit of a narrow shoulder press, and then we will be using them for our deltoids and lats. So I wouldn't go too heavy, anywhere from like 3s to 10s. And then we are going to go ahead and get started with a medium spring on your reformer. On my balance body, that is going to be a blue. Foot bars can just stay where they're at. They can stay up. If they're down already, they can stay down. Your long box is going to go on the floor, lying right next to your reformer, right by your foot bar. And when you get it on, when you're lying down, I want the box on the right side when you are lying down. And then we're gonna grab those 5 to like 10 pound, or I said 3 to 10 pound weights in your hands. And we're gonna start with a little combination of lower body and upper body. So to begin, we're gonna stand on our boxes. We're actually gonna face away from our reformers. So once you face away from your reformer, I'm going to set up where my left foot is almost like a foot or so away from the edge of my box. You can always move it in, move it out. If you move it further to the right, this is going to be a little heavier for legs. If you go a little further to the left, this is going to be a little lighter for your legs. Then when you set up there, I'm going to take my right toes, balls of my feet curled underneath me onto the carriage, and my foot is just going to rest up against the shoulder block that is right behind me. So you're on your toes, balls of your feet. Your foot isn't flat, so that heel is lifted, and your foot slash like ankle should be right up against the carriage, so you're able to push the carriage out. Okay, so just starting here with our warm up for our movement, I'm going to keep my arms at my sides. On an inhale, I'm just going to bend my knees, sink into a squat. Now when I'm here, my chest goes slightly forward and my butt goes slightly back towards my heel, and I'm going to stand back up onto my left foot. So that's our first movement. We're going to inhale, bend both knees, exhale as we extend to come back up. Inhale, bend, exhale, extend. Adjusting the left foot as needed. Again, I'm sinking my booty back towards my heel every time I come down. Standing back up, we're going to go for 3, 2, last one down and up. Now we're going to go all the way back down. We're going to hold ourselves here. Palms rotated towards each other, bicep curls here. Exhale, curl, extend, curl, extend. We're going to do about 10 of these. Keep both knees bent. Curl, extend. I want your palms to stay rotated towards each other, elbows to stay slightly in towards your ribs. Okay, I'm going to go for 3, 2, abs are in last one. Okay, stand all the way back up, narrow shoulder press. We're going to do a bicep curl, extend the arms up to the ceiling, bend the elbows back in, extend the arms so they're back down to your hips. That's one. Again, we're going to do about 10. Curl, push, bend, extend. Exhale, curl, push, inhale, bend, and extend. Again, just warming up our arms into our shoulders. I'm going to go for 4, 3, 2, and then last one here. Curl, push, extend, bend. Okay, now that is our warm up because we're going to do a little combination movement. So we're going to sink into a squat. When we squat, we are doing an arm should be long when we squat. Okay, then when we stand up, we're going to curl, extend the arms up, bend the elbows, and then when we extend, we're going to squat. So stand, curl, push, bend, extend into that squat. We're going to keep going with this movement. So curl, push, bend, extend. Think it just kind of moves, it flows together. So it's not robotic. It's a nice fluid movement, curling and extending. We're going to do 3 more. Should feel that right leg and that left leg. 2. Okay, last one. Curl, extend, bend, and extend. Now we're gonna add in a little movement of this right leg finally. So when we sink down into our squats with our arms long, you're gonna push the carriage out with your right leg. Come in, we're gonna do the same thing, standing up, extending the arms, sink it down, extend the arms, push out, bend, and extend. And I am having my right hand kind of go in between my legs so my right leg isn't in the way. So let's start with those. We're gonna go ahead. Start in a curl, sink into your squat. Push the carriage out, extend your arms. Bend your elbows when you come in, stand up, push your arms. Bend, extend the right leg out and the arms, bend the knees and the elbows, extend to come back up. So they extend together, they bend together, we extend up. Keep going, whatever breath is natural to you. I want you to breathe. Just make sure that you are still breathing. We're gonna do about 6 more of these. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, bring it all the way back down with those arms. Last time we go out with this right leg, we're gonna hold our carriages all the way out. So I want you to curl in for a bicep curl, bend both knees, push your right leg out. We're gonna extend the arms out. Now keep your right leg long, keep your heel lifted, bend into your left knee a little more, little pulse up. Bend into your left leg a little more, little pulse. Arms are long out in front of you. Little pulses with the left, not the right. Carriage moves in and out because the left leg is going slightly down, slightly up. 5, little hinge forward. Abs are in 3, 2, 1. Stand all the way back up. You can let that carriage come back in. Okay, step your right foot down. Feel free to shake out your left leg. We're gonna rotate towards our reformers. We will end up standing off of our boxes first. We're gonna kneel on the box facing the foot bar, and I'm just gonna get rid of one of my weights. You can either set it on the floor or on your reformer. And then the opposite weight is just gonna be in my right hand. You're gonna add on a light spring with your existing medium. Now, you could either have your left hand in the front corner of the box, or you could go onto your platform out in front of you on your carriage. It really doesn't matter. I'm gonna go platform here. I'm gonna take my left foot onto the shoulder block right next to me, and a little external rotation so my toes, knees, and hips are rotated slightly to the left side. We're gonna push the carriage out, adjust your left foot, bend in, keep that little external rotation. About 10 times. Exhale, push, inhale back, squeeze your glute, abs are in. I should be looking to the floor. We're just holding the weight right now in our right hand. Okay, one more all the way out and in. And then when you come in, we're gonna pause in. Same movement of the leg, but we're gonna add in the right arm. We're gonna lift it out to the side of the room, bring it back down when we come back in. We're gonna do about 10 of those, and then we're on to the other side. So lift that left knee when you push, right arm lifts, and back. I'm keeping a little bend to my elbow so my weight never touches the box when I come in. Exhale out, inhale back. Squeeze your booty. You should feel a lot of core for stability. 4, 2, 1. And in. Okay, when that carriage comes in, take off the light spring. Left leg can come off. I'm just gonna set my weight to the side. My box is gonna go to the other side of my reformer. And then when we do get it to the other side, it's the same setup. So box should be against your reformer, against a foot bar. Grab your weights into your hands. Again, you're on that one medium spring. Stand facing away from your reformer. Right foot stays down this time. Again, about a foot or so away from the edge. The further you are to the right, the lighter this is gonna be. The further you are to the left, the heavier it's gonna be. Okay, take that left foot back, toes are curled, heels lifted, the foot should be up against the shoulder block, and then starting with our squats first. Arms stay at our sides. We're gonna inhale, bend both knees, exhale, extend the legs. Inhale, bend, exhale, extend. Again, we're doing about 10. I'm not doing like an exact count, but about 10 here. Chest forward, booty back. Push into your right foot. Squeeze your booty. Take on back up. Ooh, find your balance. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, when we come up, we're gonna pause up. We're gonna sink down into one squat, hold, and do bicep curls. So sink it down, hold, exhale, curl, extend, curl, extend. Both knees stay bent, abs are in, keep that little hinge forward, palms should stay rotated towards each other. Get a nice little burn in that right and left leg. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then stand up. Now stay standing up and then narrow shoulder press. So bend your elbows for a bicep curl, push your weights up to ceiling, bend the elbows, extend the arms. Bend, extend, bend, and extend. Keep going. Standing up nice and tall with that right leg. Think right leg's working for stability, not the left. We're gonna do 3 more. For 2. And then last one. Okay, when you extend, we're gonna pause. We're gonna do a little combination movement of our squats. So arms can be bent to start. We're gonna bend our knees, extend our arms. We're gonna stand up, curl, and push for that shoulder press. So bend the knees and the elbows, extend when we get down, start to extend the legs and the arms together. So think one fluid motion all the way down and up. Don't make it robotic. As we curl, we stand, we push. As we bend, extend, we sink into our squats. Again, you can breathe naturally for these. Don't worry too much about the breath. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, relax for a second. Last one, we'll be adding in that push of the left leg. Now, the arms should be long when we are pushing out. So heel lifted. Start with a curl, elbows should be bent. Ready? We're gonna bend, extend the arms, push out. When the leg comes in, we bend the elbows, we stand up, we push. So we bend, we extend the arms, push out, we bend the elbows and the knee to come in, we extend back up, keep going. Again, I want it a nice fluid movement. Try to keep control of your carriage when it comes home. I don't want it banging home. Abs should be in, especially on that hinge forward and that squat. And obviously, the further you sink down into your squat, the harder it is going to be. We're gonna do 3 more. On the last one, we'll stay in our squats. For 2, ooh, feel those right legs. Okay, last one, stay here. Arms long. You're gonna keep your left leg long. Bend your right, extend, bend, extend. Just the right leg. Left leg stays long. I'm keeping my heel lifted. Weights out in front of me, little hinge forward. Pulse with your right, not your left. For 5, 4, ooh, feel that right leg. 3, 2, 1, stand up. Okay, can rotate towards your foot bar, stand off of your reformers. Again, we're gonna get rid of one of your weights. We're gonna kneel, face foot bar, add on a light spring with your medium, and then same thing, you can either have your right hand on the front edge of your box, or you could just take it onto the carriage or like the platform out in front of you. I had mine on the platform before. Okay, first 10, we're not using the left arm. We're gonna take our right toes, balls of our feet onto the carriage next to us, right on the shoulder block, heel is lifted. Small external rotation with your toes, knees, and hips. Exhale out, inhale back. Squeeze your booty. Abs are in. Eyes to the floor. I have 5 more. I think the only thing moving is your right leg out and in. 2, 1, and in. Okay, I'm gonna rest my right knee down. We're adding in our left leg. That elbow is gonna be slightly bent. We're just gonna lift our arm out to the side, bring it back down, out to the side, back down. Again, about 10 times. So lift your right knee, little external rotation. Exhale, push, lift your arm, inhale back. Exhale out, inhale, return. Again, you're gonna feel a lot more core with that left arm lifting out and in. I feel a lot of obliques to help with my stability. 4, squeeze your booty. 3, 2, 1, and all the way in. Okay, set your weights just off to the sides on your box. Feel free to keep your box on the floor next to your reformer. We are going to go onto a heavy and a light spring, and then we're just gonna do some lunges facing your foot bars. So we're gonna stand on your reformers with your hands on the foot bar. When you step up, I'm gonna go ahead, take my left foot onto the wooden platform, on in front of me, right foot back on the shoulder block. Reminder, if you have shorter legs, you guys don't have to go all the way to the shoulder block. Now, if you feel comfortable with balance, take your hands off, keep a little hinge forward, neutral position of your spine here. Right leg long, you're gonna bend your left, extend, bend the left, and extend. Inhale, bend, exhale, push. Now, if you feel really comfortable and you wanna grab your weights next to you, that's why they're on the box, you can lunge and lift your arms out to a T, stand back up. Ooh, lunge and lift out to a T, and up. Good, I'm exhaling out, inhaling in. We're gonna do 6, 5. Keep that little hinge forward the entire time. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, hands on the foot bar. We are gonna keep our right leg back for just one more thing. So straight right leg, bend your left. If you can get your hands off the foot bar, do so, palms rotated towards each other. Bend your left knee a little more, sink it down into a lunge. Hold, you're gonna bend your right knee and do a bicep curl, extend the arms and legs. Bend and extend, again, weights or no weights, up to you. Keep the left leg bent, right leg bends and extends. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then stand up. Okay, step your left foot onto the carriage. If you need to give a little shake, give that little shake. My left leg is shot. Okay, right foot steps forward. Again, you don't have to use your weights if you don't want to. Step your left foot back as far back as you feel comfortable. Keep a little hinge forward, nice flat back position, palms rotated towards each other. Okay, left leg stays long. Bend your right knee if you want to. When you bend, you're lifting your arms out to a T, extending, bringing the arms back to your sides when you come in. Exhale, inhale, stand. Exhale down, inhale up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Okay, Last thing that we're gonna do will be bicep curls with the left knee bending and extending. So straighten that left leg, bend your right, sink into a squat, hold, bend your left knee and extend. Bicep curls with those. Right leg should be bent the entire time. Bend the left, extend, bend the left, extend. 5, abs are in, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. You can come down onto your knees if you'd like. I'm gonna set my weights on the box next to me. They're gonna be an option for feet and straps. If you wanna add in a little extra arm work, you can add them in. If you don't want to, you don't have to use your weights. 2 heavy springs, everything else comes off. We're gonna lie ourselves down, head rests up or down. That's up to you. We're gonna grab our long loops. And then when they get onto your feet, we can just start with a stretch, whatever feels best in your bodies. I need to give my hips a little stretch after that work, so I'm gonna do a little butterfly. Breathe in through your nose, out through the mouth. Okay, legs are gonna go up to the ceiling. Again, if you wanna incorporate some arms, grab your weights into your hands. You don't have to use them if you don't want to. Arms are gonna go down to our sides. Legs are gonna go up just as high as we can hold a neutral position of our pelvis. They're zipped together and parallel. Arms are gonna go up to the ceiling. Palms are rotated towards each other. On an exhale, we're gonna lower the arms and legs down towards our carriage, towards our springs. Inhale, return them back up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, hinge, come back up. Abdominals are drawing in when we lower. Sacrum stay heavy when we lift. Again, you don't have to do arms if you don't want to, but if you are, they're just gonna mimic everything that your legs are doing today. And the weights should always stay on the outsides of your straps. This whole series, never on the insides. Bra line stays heavy when we lower. Sacrum stays heavy when we lift. 3, 2, and then last one. Okay, when you come up, pause. Little external rotation with your feet. So heels are together, toes are turned apart, which means arms get a small external rotation. So thumbs are pointed slightly in, or sorry, pinkies are pointed slightly in, thumbs are pointed slightly out. Legs and arms go down to, again, a little lower than a 45. Your arms should hover off your carriage. They're not relaxed. You're gonna open the arms and legs out to sides, and we're gonna exhale, bring them back. The arms and legs, like my hand and feet, are parallel with each other. So they're both, again, slightly externally rotated. I do not want your arms to relax on the carriage. That should make it a lot harder. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. 3, 2, and 1. Now when you come together, pause. Don't relax your arms. Bend your knees and your elbows and push. So frogs with wide bicep curls. Your hands are still rotated slightly out. My elbows are in towards my rib cage the entire time, and they're still hovering off the carriage. They are not relaxed down. Keep those heels together. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. 4, you should really feel your arms here. 3, if you're using your weights. 2, last one. Now hold it out. Arms still don't relax. Arms, feet parallel. We're gonna lower them a little further down. Open them wide out to the sides, to circle around and back up. We exhale to lower. We inhale to circle around and back up. Down, around, and up. Keep going. Okay, one more in this direction. Again, hands on the outsides of straps the entire time. Reverse. If you're sick of arms, you can ditch the weights at any moment. Okay, we're gonna do 2 more. And then last one. Ooh, okay. You can set your weights off to the sides. Legs are gonna go straight up to the ceiling. Low back's gonna be flat. We're just gonna give our straps a little pull, little tug. Stretch out our low backs, our hamstrings. We should be breathing in through our nose, out through our mouth for that stretch. Okay, bend your knees, bottoms of the feet together. Hold on to your straps. Left leg is gonna stay, right leg extends out. Hold here. Okay, bring your right leg in, left leg out, hold. After these, we're gonna do a little figure 4 stretch. We are gonna keep the straps on the feet for figure 4. Okay, bring the left leg in. I'm gonna push both legs out. Feet are gonna be parallel with each other. Figure 4 here. You can hang on to your straps if you need to. I always like to hang on to my right just because it does get slack. Bend your right knee, take your ankle to your left thigh. Then when you bend your left knee, you should get a nice stretch in the outside of your right glute, which should be right into our piriformis. If you want a deeper stretch, take your right hand onto your knee and push. Do not worry about pelvis at all here. Okay, push your left leg out, untangle your right leg is long. Take your left ankle to your right thigh, push your left knee out if you wanted a little deeper stretch. You should be bending your right knee. That's gonna get you deeper into that stretch. Okay, untangle your left leg. We're gonna take our straps off of our feet. You can go ahead and hang them back up onto the pegs. We'll sit ourselves off to the sides. Great, so when we sit off to the sides, I just don't wanna do one more stretch to get into our hip flexors a little more. You can go on to just one heavy spring. So we're gonna take the opposite heavy off. We're gonna kneel on our reformers facing our foot bars. Feet are gonna be up against the shoulder blocks, hands are gonna be on the foot bar. I'm gonna take my left foot onto the platform out in front of me. I'm gonna push my right knee out. And then if you want to get a little more into your hamstring, you could push your left leg out as well. But if you wanna focus a little more on the right, you can just focus on pushing your right leg out, dropping your hip. If you wanna lift your chest up a little further, you can. I like to do a little rotation to the left so I can get into my obliques as well. That is up to you. Okay, then I'm gonna bring that carriage in, and we're gonna do the same thing. Left foot back, right foot on the platform. You're going out with your left. Again, if you want to keep pushing out with your right leg, you could, but think the left leg is pushing the carriage away, dropping your left hip, and if you're like me and you wanna stretch out your obliques a little more, you can do a little rotation of your torso to the right side. Then keep pushing that left hip down. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay, bring the carriage all the way back in. can sit yourselves off to the sides of your formers. We are all finished with that lower body, a little bit of upper body workout. As always, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining me today.